So, I'm scared. You may say it's cheating. I'm not gonna listen to you. Why did I create this game? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to another episode? Welcome to my July TBR Pong. I'm not gonna lie to you, I am pretty terrified for this month because I'm still recovering from COVID. You'll be able to hear it in my voice. I am doing a lot better today, which is why I decided to film today. I have some energy for the first time in over a week. So that's exciting, but I feel like my Pong game is gonna be a little bit off. So yeah, a little bit scared, but I'm sure the entertainment value will be there. So I have made a little change to the game. I've decided to take out one of the rules, and that is the cup forfeit. So obviously I didn't do it last month, but the months before that I would count how many times I hit the same cup, and if I hit that same cup 3 times it was a cup forfeit, which meant I had to add on throws. But to be honest, I think that's just making it a little bit more complicated than it really needs to be, so we're just going to cut that out there. We're just here to have fun. It doesn't need to be complicated, you don't need a rule book to enjoy it, so yeah. We're going to take that out. So basically the rest of the rules are self-explanatory, but if you do want to watch other videos in the series, I will link the playlist down below for you to have a little watch. I am really excited for July. I am pumped to start reading again. Obviously throughout the month of June I was taking part and was a team captain for Whateverthon hosted by Maddie from Book Browsing Blog, which meant that I was reading a lot of contemporaries because I wanted to sort of be part of my camp contemporary team and really live that. But this month I am so excited to get back into some thrillers, maybe a little bit of fantasy, probably not a lot of contemporaries. I feel like I'm all contemporaried out. I need a bit of a break. What I'm really excited for is the thrillers. So without further ado, let's get into the first throw. Okay, first attempt at first successful throw. Second attempt at first successful throw. Third attempt at first successful throw. Okay, so we all know what that means. We're gonna have to add on a successful throw. I told you this one wasn't gonna go well. Like, I'm scared. Okay, first attempt at first successful throw. Okay, so we'll take this out. And we have, blind. Okay, so a bit of a mixed bag there. We had a miss, obviously, straight off the bat, which I was ready for, I'm not gonna lie. Which means we had to add a successful throw. So it started off with 5, we now have to have 6. So that's 6 prompts that I'm gonna have to fulfill, 6 books. It's fine, it's all good, I'm feeling motivated still. So the prompt that I got was blind, which means I need to blindfold myself and pick a book from my bookshelves, or more accurately my floor. So I did take a little clip of that. Let's just have a look at that now. Right,
okay, turn round, yeah.
I feel like I should go to the ones on the floor because they're the best ones. This. Okay, so the book I got was The Fourth Shore by Virginia Baily. This one I'm not particularly excited about, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't have picked this myself. It does come from a book subscription box. It sounds interesting enough, but it's not really one that I wanted to pick up this month, so not the best start. So this one is set in 1929 in Tripoli in Italy, and it follows the character of Liliana, and she goes on this great adventure from Tripoli to Rome in search of like this Mediterranean idyll, cocktail parties, all that jazz. But what she actually finds is a world of persecution, repression, corruption and deceptions, both great and small, and she gets involved in this very dark liaison that leads to some terrible consequences both for her and for those she loves most. And it says, it's the story of Liliana's journey from Rome to Tripoli to a North London suburb where she begins to uncover a secret she has buried so deeply that even she is far from certain what it is. I mean, it sounds interesting enough. Yeah. And the cover's beautiful. The cover is beautiful. So yeah, hopefully we'll get good vibes from it. And we'll just do a little switcheroo for this one. Okay, first attempt at a second successful throw. Second attempt at second successful throw. Okay, so for this one we have, oh, that should say gifted. Okay, so for the second prompt we got gifted. This one's a little bit battered. For this one I'm going to choose The 7 Deaths of Evelyn Hardcastle by Stuart Turton. This one was very kindly gifted to me by Ro from Wandering Through Worlds for my birthday this year, and I've been dying to get around to it ever since. I recently spoke about it in my Choose My Next Read video. This was not the winner. That is going to be in here somewhere. But I am really excited for this one. So this basically follows Evelyn Hardcastle and Aidan Bishop. It takes place at Evelyn's parents' party. Every day this party starts again, and every day Evelyn Hardcastle is murdered. And each day Aidan Bishop wakes up again in the body of a different guest. And what he has to do is to try and work out who the killer is before Evelyn is murdered. But each day, obviously, he wakes up in the body of a different guest and he has a different sort of trajectory around the party. The cycle will only end when he finds out who Evelyn's murderer is. This sounds really, really exciting to me. I've heard very mixed things. Some people absolutely adored it, some people absolutely hated it, found it a slog to get through. To me it sounds like it's going to be a really fast-paced and interesting novel. I love that whole Groundhog Day sort of aspect to it, and I'm really excited to read some Stuart Turton because I've not read any of his before, but I've heard very good things about his writing, so yes, very excited about this one. And let's do a little switch for this. Okay, first attempt at third successful throw. Second attempt at third successful throw. Third attempt at third successful throw. Okay, so that one hit 2 cups, and last time I did this, someone commented that if you were playing beer pong, if you were to hit 2 cups, you'd have to drink both the cups with the way they play it. So I decided what I would do is if it hits 2 cups, I have to fulfill both of the prompts for those 2 cups with 1 book. I think that makes sense. So yeah, we're going to use 2 prompts here. Let's see what we've got. First one, oh god, this could be bad. Sequel. And then the second one, I think it hit this one. Second one is, oh damn, favourite author. Okay, so not the best double up I could have got, but I, for this one, got sequel and favourite author. So this one, you may say is cheating. I'm not going to listen to you. For this one, I'm going to choose Kingdom of Flesh and Fire by Jennifer L. Armentrout. As you all know, I read From Blood and Ash very recently and absolutely adored it. 5 out of 5 stars, one of the best books I've read this year. Immediately for me, that made me think that Jennifer Armentrout is a favourite author because of the amount that I love that book and how excited I am for her further books. So I'm going to say that works. Even though I've only read one of her books, I'd say immediately she is a favourite author, or she's up there. And then obviously this is a sequel. I don't have anything else that'll fit the prompt, and this one I'm really excited about reading. It's been too long now since I read From Blood and Ash, and I need the sequel in my life. I've heard so many people say that Kingdom of Flesh and Fire is actually better than From Blood and Ash, and I really, really hope I'm going to be in there thinking that too. Although I was absolutely obsessed with From Blood and Ash, so I don't know how likely that's going to be. This one, obviously, I'm not going to go for the synopsis for because it is the sequel, but From Blood and Ash itself followed the character of Poppy, who was the maiden who was not to be touched, spoken to, looked at. She had to wear a veil all the time. She had to stay pure and virginal and innocent until the day that she would ascend to the gods. However, she was not all for that. She felt very isolated and very sort of restricted, and she did rebel a little bit. And then of course she started a bit of a thing, a little love affair with one of her guards, and things went from there. There are vampires, there are monsters, there are werewolfy type things. There are all sorts of really interesting monsters in these books, and it totally takes me back to like my high school days when I was obsessed with vampires and werewolves. This is like a very different take on them, I would say. And yeah, I'm really excited to get around to the sequel. Okay, let's switch these up. We've got number 1. And we'll go for number 2. Okay, first attempt at 4th successful throw. Second attempt at 4th successful throw. Third attempt at 4th successful throw. Oh. Okay, so we've gone back to the middle again, and we just put this down so you guys will already know what this is. Wild card. Okay, we got wild card. So this one means basically I can pick any book I like. That's right, TBR Pong, you're my bitch. So for this one, I'm gonna pick Watch Over Me by LaCour. This one, I'm thinking I have some hefty books in here so far. Two of them in particular are really big, and this one is a nice small one. I think it's less than 300 pages. It's less than 250 pages, so it's going to be a nice quick read. It's probably going to be a read in one day sort of one, and I've been really looking forward to it for so long now, so yeah, it's going straight in there. So this one follows the character of Mila, who after growing out of the foster system takes a teaching job in an isolated part of the North California coast. It is on a farm. This farm seems like a refuge. It seems like the perfect place for her, but this place is also haunted by its own ghosts, and as she navigates this world of ghosts and the past coming back to haunt her, her own memories start to come up and her own past starts to haunt her. So it says it's a modern ghost story about trauma and survival, chosen family and rebirth, and it's basically just supposed to be such a beautifully written book and an emotional one. So yeah, really excited to read this one. And we'll switch it up for this one. Okay, first attempt at 5th and what should be final successful throw. Oh my, oh yeah, that's right. Improvement. So for this one we've got, oh, okay, substitute. Hey! So, not gonna lie, I did have to voice note Maddie and make sure that I was following the rules correctly for this one, but we got substitute, which basically we're going to take that to mean that I can substitute any book that I have gotten so far and swap it for any book that I want. I'm not going to say that I have to fit it to the prompt still, I'm just going to say I can substitute it to any book I want. It's my game, my rules. Probably no surprise to anyone. I'm going to substitute the 4th short because I'm not that excited about it, so I'm going to choose something I am excited about. I'm going to choose Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager. This one I was actually supposed to read last month in June. Obviously I have, myself and a few of my friends have decided to read a thriller book every month and sort of do like a buddy read throughout the month of it and then do a little live show at the end of the month just with some reading sprints. So myself, Tabitha, Kat, Kay and Jodie are all doing that, and for June we picked Last Time I Lied by Riley Sager because we loved Final Girls by Riley Sager so much. Obviously I did not get around to reading it, so this will probably be my first book that I read this month. Just quickly get through that with the girls and hopefully love it. It is another thriller, obviously, and I am so excited about it. This one follows the character of Emma, who when she is 13 years old she goes to Camp Nightingale for the summer, but she only lasts 2 weeks there before the 3 girls that she is sharing a cabin with all go missing. And then it is 15 years later, she is a young woman and she is given the opportunity to go back to Camp Nightingale because it is reopening to teach painting, and she decides that she will go back there and try and find out what happened to these 3 girls because 15 years on, still no one knows what happened to them. And I think it's very similar to Final Girls. It's going to go between 2 different timelines, both when she was back there the first time and when she is there now. And yeah, I'm just really excited for this one. I absolutely loved Riley Sager's writing in Final Girls. I think he is such a skillful thriller writer, so I'm really hoping to love this one. Okay, let's switch around for this one. Okay, first attempt at 6th and hopefully final successful throw. Second attempt at 6th and hopefully final successful throw. Okay, final attempt. Final successful throw. You're not happy. First attempt at 6th, not final, successful throw. Why did I create this game? Second attempt at 6th, successful throw. Third attempt at 6th. Successful. Throw. Okay, here we go again. We have... Ow! Ebook. Okay, so I missed again, which means I have to add on another successful throw, which means we're up to 7 now. However, one of those prompts was substitute, so I guess it doesn't mean I'm reading 7 books. We're up to 6 books at the moment, I think. But basically for our next one we got ebook, and I know exactly which one I'm going to pick for this because myself and Tabitha are planning a buddy read of a ebook on Kindle Unlimited, and that is The Wall of Winnipeg and Me by Mariana Zapata. I've been really excited to get into some Mariana Zapata recently because I've heard amazing things about her romance writing, and yeah, I'm just really excited to buddy read it with Tabitha as well. So this one follows the character of Vanessa, who is like a PA personal assistant to this big football guy in America called Aiden, I believe. Yep. And basically she does absolutely everything for him. She is there for him for everything. She is a perfect personal assistant, but he gives her absolutely no gratitude and nothing back. He doesn't seem to appreciate what she does for him. But when she decides to leave her job and move on to bigger and better things, he realises he is nothing without her. So she finds him at her door, begging her to come back, begging her to be his assistant again. And then I'm assuming when she's going to go back, and maybe she's going to lay down the law this time. And I'm assuming romance will ensue. So yeah, I'm really excited to read that one. Obviously I don't know too much about it, it's quite just clear from my synopsis, but it sounds like an interesting one that I am excited to buddy read with my lovely friend Tabitha. Okay, let's just switch her around. This one. Okay, first attempt at frickin' final successful throw. Oh! She shoots, she scores. It's over, guys! Yay! So for our final prompt, we have... Oh, you're... Right, it's not even funny anymore. Like, it's just not. So basically +1 means that throw meant fuck all, and now I have to throw 2 more basically. +1 means add a successful throw. So I need to throw for that one I just did, plus an extra one. Like, how, universe, how? How are you justifying this? I just want to know. Let's switch around for this one, I guess. First attempt at... I don't even know how many successful throws now. Second attempt at a throw. Third attempt at the throw. Okay guys, let's put on a brave face. We have, oh my god, blue cover. Okay, just when we thought it was all over, I got +1. Yay! So that means there will now be 8 prompts, which means 7 books, because I've got 2 misses plus the +1, but one of those extra prompts was a substitute, so it doesn't really count. So 7 books altogether. Finally, on a third attempt, it was looking scary. We have got blue cover. So for this one, I'm going to choose the one you've all been waiting for, The Song of Achilles by Madeleine. This is the one that fully won my Choose My Next Read video that I recently did. I have said that I'm going to do more of those because it was seemed quite popular. Everyone seemed to really enjoy voting. So yeah, the clear winner was Song of Achilles by Madeleine. This one is obviously an ancient Greek retelling following Achilles and Patroclus as they go to war in Troy in order to save Helen of Sparta. But it is more about their bond as they grow up and as that bond grows into something more. I do believe it is LGBT. I did say this in my Choose My Next Read video. It's not explicit, but it does say this is filled with rugged sexuality, and it talks about their bond being deeper, so I'm assuming they fall in love, and I'm assuming one of them dies because all everyone talks about is how sad this book is, and I'm fully ready for it to break my heart. So yes, this is the next one. Let's just switcheroo for this one. First attempt at final successful throw, I swear to God. Swear to God if it isn't over, I swear to God. So we have, we have arc, and finally it's all over. The final prompt I got was arc. So for this one, I'm going to choose another thriller. Is anyone surprised? No. So this is one that I recently got in the mail from Orion Books, and that is The Secret Life of Writers by Guillaume Musso. Really sorry if I pronounced that wrong, I'm not entirely sure, but this one follows the character of Nathan Falls. In 1989, after publishing 3 cult novels, he announces his retirement from writing and he moves to a wild and beautiful island off of the Mediterranean coast. And then about 20 years later, we have a journalist named Matilda who arrives on the island in order to try and secure his first interview in 20 years. However, when she arrives, a woman's body is found on the island, and then a face-off begins between Matilda and Nathan, and it says the line between truth and fiction becomes increasingly blurred. This one sounds so interesting, so exciting. I've heard amazing things about his other book, The Reunion, so I have very high hopes for this one, and hopefully if I enjoy it I will also enjoy his other one. This one comes out at the end of July, I believe, so I'd really like to get that in this month, hopefully quite soon, because I'm really excited for it. I think it should be quite a quick and exciting read. So yeah, that'll be our last book. So there we have it, my July TBR picked for me by my July TBR Pong. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 books here, and then we also have The Wall of Winnipeg and me. Yeah, it's gonna be a busy month. I did not hope for it to go that way, but I did say at the beginning of this video I did not think it was gonna go well, so maybe I sealed my own fate, you know? Who knows? That is it for this video. If you did enjoy it, then do please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe for more bookish content from me. Comment down below with any of your thoughts and feelings. I do reply to every single comment. I love you all, and I will see you in the next one.